Okay, lovely. We're going to do a reading. So, if the title of this reading resonates for you, definitely stay tuned, my loves. This is going to be a collective reading, so it will not resonate with all of you. Feel free to check out the playlist on the channel for other readings. And yeah, loves, thank you all so much for being here as well. Your energy is much, 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 much appreciated. So, with that being said, we're going to move along with the reading. Okay, so Divine Angel Spirit Guides, what message do we have for the collective, please? Divine Angel Spirit Guides, what message do we have for the collective towards their highest good? It's so funny. I've been feeling this energy so much. I feel like this was some sort of inkling prompting me towards this reading for sure, because there was a prior reading where I said something about someone taking a leap of faith um, just based upon what they felt, even if there was no, like something wasn't there yet in the physical, to show some sort of proof. Yeah, some sort of proof, but then someone took a leap of faith and then they realized they had wings and they flew. They didn't fall to the ground, even though they couldn't see that like ground energy, that pentacle. It's like they trusted, right? It kind of gives me the energy of skydiving, um, which is interesting. But like I said, that part of the reading, I was just coming through as like a message, but I didn't know it was going to be relevant for this reading. And then, yeah, I've been seeing a lot of skydiving stuff, I guess. But okay, that might resonate with you guys in some way. Cool. We've got flower, be honest with yourself, and we have potion, remember to practice self-love. So for some of you guys, this might just be literally that, as a message, as a complete message, um, in regards to, how much are you guys um, pouring in love into yourself. Okay, this could be in several different ways. I feel like this is to do with like ritual practices that you do for yourself, and not just like the usual things that you think, oh, this is self-love. Like, yes, of course, this includes like well-being, making sure you get the rest that you need, making sure that um, you are staying balanced, so that you can also do things that you need for yourself. But outside of that, it's also talking about like the things that you say to yourself, okay, or about yourself, um, or, the thoughts, um, beliefs, or even just how understanding are you to yourself. It's kind of like that. Yeah, it's kind of like that energy of really just kind of remembering to give yourself that love, that support that you need as well, and really just paying attention to. I'm really picking up on like the thoughts here, okay, especially with the way that like the hair is kind of um, scattered on the floor like that. And I was talking about that grounding energy. Yeah, I feel like it's talking about like your connection to your higher source here, okay? And as well, like your brain cells, your brain cells, like the stem cells. Okay. So yeah, it's like, what do you think? What do you say in regards to yourself? How can you be more loving with the thoughts that you have about yourself, as well as the things that you say about yourself, okay? So this could just be like, you know, uh, telling yourself maybe that you love yourself, maybe telling yourself that, you're capable, you're worthy, like more self-loving thoughts, self-empowering thoughts, um, things that if you, let's say, it's probably easier, the way that I feel like is always easy to describe this is think of like a child. Let's say there's a child that you love, right? And if you heard them saying some things, yeah, like if you heard them saying some things here, um, that you felt like, yeah, giving to your passion, that you felt like you could give them a self-loving word, or a bit of, like, get them to realize where they could have more compassion with themselves, where they are worthy, where they are capable, inspiring them to choose to think about something in a more self-loving way. Okay, it's almost like, taking that approach there with yourself as well. So inspiration and courage, this is you having the courage to do so, being inspired to do so. Okay, because as well, it could be a thing where you may feel inspired by something, or there might be something you feel inspired to do, but then once you feel inspired to do it, what thoughts come up, or what do you say or think about your ability to do those things? um it's kind of like that. And sometimes it might just be because the difference of what it's going to be for each of you might specify a little bit differently, but just on a general scale. Like I said, for the most part, it always kind of comes down to thoughts, beliefs, when you say all of that type of stuff on a deep cellular level. But even as well, sometimes if it's just like the self-love that you're needing at that time is, just to have more rest, to make sure that you are incorporating healthy rituals and practices that allow you to be in the right space that you need to be in, the right mindset, the right feeling space. This could be anything from, a ritual practice of reading something that would inspire you or give you some sort of courage. Maybe you have like, okay, I'm going to read this every, I'm going to read a book every month or every week, or it could be a meditation practice. I'm going to make sure that I meditate every so often, but like something specific, right? Or I'm going to make sure that I take some time to just focus on what I'm grateful for, and give some heartfelt gratitude when I wake up in the morning, and just focus on what I'm grateful for. And that way that can, put me in the right vibration. For some of you guys, it could be, at the end of your day, or at the start of your day, really tuning your mind to, okay, what you're inspired to do, and then speaking encouraging thoughts and words to yourself here in order to, start planting those seeds here. Okay. Now we've got something lovely will grow from this. How fitting. Of course it will. Of course, wings. You never needed those wings to fly and speak your mind. So again, it's almost kind of saying here that for a lot of you guys, whatever you might be, it's talking about what you're speaking into existence in regards to your manifestations, the seeds that you want to plant here. So it's saying there may be things here, again, like repetitive cycles. This could even be encounters with people. Maybe this is like being in conversations with people that maybe have a different, what's the word? Like a different language to you. And I don't mean like an actual language. I mean like a mental language, a mental programming, a mindset, and maybe in certain conversations, you might know, okay, what's good to release. That could be, not coming from a place of self-love or an empowering or inspired thought. Okay. We do have the number 8 here twice. So there's also something about catching if there's any like repetitive thoughts, if you're about to like say something that you feel like would restrict your ability to basically fly. It's almost like, catching yourself and, not speaking things that, you feel like yeah, don't allow you to fly and to go after what it is that you feel inspired to do. Okay, from a place of courage. Wow. Okay, what else do we have? Yeah, look, follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Just making sure you guys can see that. Okay. So yeah, this is like the card just before the jumping card, right? Look, this is inside the castle and this is jumping out. It's kind of like right before you're about to jump, you have that perspective. It's like, okay, that vision, you know what you're going after. And I'm also hearing, yeah, reach for the stars. Reach for the stars. Oh, what's that saying? Reach for the stars and you'll at least get to the moon. Something like that. That's what I'm seeing here. Which is quite funny because we are in Cancer season, which is like, is ruled by the moon. But also, yeah. Also, yeah. That's very interesting. Follow your dreams. It's kind of like whatever reservations or thoughts and things that hold you back in that moment before you're about to jump and take that leap of faith, releasing those with you as you jump. Like, that's kind of the whole point of jumping as well, is to just release all of that. And the minute you release, it reminds me of that reading. What was the reading that I did when I was saying the leap of faith? It was, I think it was called, I think it was called, I think it was, hold on, association desires, without and no warning, something like that. And then, yeah, something about some people being in alignment, but I'm sure it was that reading. If it wasn't that one, then it was the one about a positive surprise, but I'm pretty sure it was maybe association desires. I don't know. Okay, nonetheless, I digress. Some of you guys as well, you may be inspired by other people that you see that have really kind of taken a leap of faith here, and just taking that leap of faith. You may feel inspired. This may give you some feeling of courage to also go after your dreams. So yeah, it's like that moment before you jump as well, say like something encouraging to yourself. And this isn't so much as affirmation. This is like, say loving, encouraging things to yourself. Like if you was a parent, you had a child that wanted to go after their dreams, what would you say to them? Would you put doubt into their mind, and would you say like, no, you can't do that? Would you say, no, you can't go after your dreams, you can't be great, you can't be successful? Well, you wouldn't do, if you genuinely was trying to help them and do the best for them, or or even if you just knew better, you wouldn't do that, because you would know that would only limit and restrict them, and it wouldn't be coming from a supporting place of love. And sometimes that self-love is what's needed in order to in order to also give yourself that self-belief as well. Okay, so again, it's literally just you talking to yourself the way that you would talk to someone that you love, about going after their dreams. Yeah, you'd probably say things like, you can do it, don't give up, keep going, even if you had a hard time, it's okay, like we'll get back on the horse, like, I don't know, something. You'd give empowering words, and loving words. Okay, So we've got tears of joy and sadness. So this is quite interesting. This is talking about self-reflection. So it's kind of saying that there's going to be, like, for instance, going after your dreams will always bring up a period of self-reflection, you know, because you're always going to need to self-reflect if you want to be able to continuously go after your dreams, because there's always self-improvement. Okay, that's just, you know, you're always growing, you're always learning, and that's how you truly, you know, stay on the path of being successful. So there's something about getting comfortable or being comfortable with that self-reflection process, and then once you see things clearly, or you're able to see something as well from like another perspective, you can then release that, and you know, be free of any sort of repetitive thoughts, because without that self-reflection, that could also maybe be something that um you know, there may be some sort of reoccurring, what's the word? Almost like a reoccurring thing that's holding you back, okay? And for others of you guys, you may also, in your self-reflection period, you may also realize that if there were certain things that you felt like you needed to be said about, in your self-reflection, you may actually see something from a higher perspective and realize that, you know, maybe there were some things that you just never needed. Like, I don't know how to explain that. Um, these could be circumstances, people, places. This could be, you know, if there was something outside of yourself that you felt like, okay, you needed this in order to be able to go after your dreams. Okay. As in, as if, oh, yeah, now we've got meditation for creativity that wanted to come out. As if, oh, I see what you're doing, Spirit. Okay, thank you. As if you're not the creator of your own reality. Okay, finishing my sentence for me. Lovely. Yeah, as if you are not the creator of your own reality. Okay, so sometimes that self-reflection period just allows you to see, wait, I am the creator of my own reality, and I always have been. So whatever it is that I decide to create, whatever it is I decide to think and believe, yes, and manifest, again, the stars card, and with this here as well, it's just giving me very like Age of Aquarius vibes as well. But yeah, reaching for the stars, you can manifest your every wish. So realizing that when you really tap into that energy of you being the creator of your own reality, you can manifest your every wish here, you know. So yeah, like these periods of these intervals of self-reflection will always be beneficial for you to just release. And sometimes it's going to feel more like a physical release, sometimes it's going to feel like an emotional release, sometimes it's going to feel like a release of perspective, a release of an old way of doing things, thinking things, or old associations, you know, or old beliefs of, you know, needing something, and not being able to create something yourself. But it's just kind of, you know, you really being able to be intuitively guided towards those periods of introspection or self-reflection, and this will ultimately help you each and every time know what you need to release. That will make you lighter and freer, and to tap into your courage and your creativity to completely just go after what it is that you want to go after, following your dreams here. Wow, this is powerful. Okay, some of you guys as well, like I was saying, the self-love could just be, you know, incorporating more rituals into your day, into your week, meditation rituals, affirmation rituals, well-being rituals, you know, whatever it is that's necessary. Even if you feel like, okay, like what is it, like the self-reflection might also just help you know, okay, what is it that I need at this time to get me to where I'm going. And let's say you're feeling like, okay, I feel like a little bit of a creative block right now. Maybe what you need to then dedicate some time to is meditation for creativity. Okay. And then being disciplined about that, because I feel like this self-love comes with commitment. I'm really getting that very strong. See, you will be your own first priority. Yeah, it's like, again, and also being the creator of your reality, it's there again with, this lady drawing her reality. Okay. And then the fire on the castle was reminding me of a post that was posted on Spiritually Charged Instagram, where it was like, your spirit guides planning to, enjoy the ride and go with the flow. And then it's like, look at the ride and it's like the ride looks like it's on fire. That's what I'm getting here. So it's like, as well, if there's any like things that seem a bit scary here, because again, like if you feel like jumping out of this here is very scary, then again it's like as well this perspective. But when you realize that you are the creator of your own reality here, and when you also focus on growth, because she's drawing these plants here as well, and it's starting from the foundation up. But once you realize that you are the creator here, um yeah, this allows you to plant the seeds without being in, regardless of fear, regardless of doubt, regardless of uncertainty. You can have that self-reflection to get the clarity that you need. And that self-reflection may say, okay, you need clarity in this area. Maybe you need to get some information. Maybe you need to, learn some things. Maybe you need to sleep because maybe you're just tired, and, clarity will come in, once you kind of recharge yourself here. Some of you guys, it might be, you know, maybe you need to see, are you actively doing things to reach your full potential? For some of you guys, it might be, yeah, asking yourself, being honest with yourself, like, are you truly giving into your passion? Like, are you truly going after your passion? Are you truly, it's almost like let's say if you're like a musician, right? Are you really singing? And not like, are you really singing, but like, let's say if you're a singer, okay, for instance, like, are you really passionately singing, you know? Or are you just kind of thinking about singing, wanting to be a singer, because there's a difference between, I guess, wanting to do something and actually like giving into that and doing it regardless of the fear or whatever else it could be that you may feel like, okay, is in some ways it could be deep rooted, sometimes it's to do with like the mind. But what I'm seeing, I'm kind of getting called to share with you guys the garden mind meditation. Okay, so really go into your mind. This might be like a good ritual to incorporate, but go into your mind here. This is kind of giving me the mind space, and here you can see someone planting seeds. But it's like going into the mind and really looking at, okay, like what's growing in my mind? Like what garden, like what, like if you see it as the actual garden, okay, is there like certain weeds that are there, like certain weeds that are obstructing the growth of healthy plants? This could be, they could be looked at as like self-limiting thoughts, beliefs, beliefs that are not, self-loving, self-empowering, things like that. Okay, and that whatever those bad weeds are, you dig them up basically. You dig them up out of your mind and you release them, you let go of them, you transmute them. Or you could give them, depending on how you want to do the meditation, you can give it to your spirit guide to release it, but you can transmute that yourself. And then you plant new seeds in your mind. And these are new thoughts and beliefs that are beneficial, empowering, self-loving, freeing, liberating, passionate, like things that would warrant you taking action towards your desires, your dreams, your passions, basically. Okay, so this kind of is, I guess, quite a manifestation type, go-getting type, self-empowering type reading. Yeah, look, fire magic Again, like really just trusting in your fire magic, okay? Trusting that you hold the spark of life, okay? That's basically what it's saying. Like, you hold the spark of life here. You can create a spark whenever you're ready, okay? That comes from within. You can create a spark whenever you're ready, and you can make that fire bigger, or you can put the fire out, okay? You can light other people's candles, or you can just choose to keep yourself warm. And by saying that, it's saying the more people's candles that you can light, the more people that you can, you know, put some sort of spark in them. This could be like inspiration. This could be, you know, if there's something that you have learned for yourself, or something that you're good at, if you're able to help other people in that way, or do things, you know, figure out ways how to help other people. This could be a very creative way of you expanding, creating more for yourself. The more that you help others, it's almost like the more that you're able to create for yourself, whether that's like in money, whether that's in like expansion, business growth, things like that, right? So yeah, it's kind of saying that, yeah, the more that you're able to spark things in others, okay, the more this fire is going to grow. But first you have to spark this within yourself, and then, you know, you can spark this within others. Okay. You've got protest. Yeah, look, start a revolution. I'm telling you. Thank you, Spirit, for this lovely clarification here. Progress and wishes. So it's saying when you're on the march, when you're on the go, try to just stay focused ahead of you here. Try not to, you know, constantly look, okay, am I making progress? Am I making progress? Am I making progress? Okay, just like move forward, march on here. Trust that once you get to the door, you know, you will be able to open the door. Okay, but before you get to the door, if you're looking, okay, this could be a thought of like some sort of self-doubt that's already starting to creep in. So again, just try to focus on, you know, a positive narrative for yourself, you know, focusing on getting to, you know, believing that you'll get to positive results, you'll get to successful results here. Your wishes will be fulfilled. You will make progress with your wishes. Okay, right. And for some of you guys, if you feel like you're around at any time, like people, places, or circumstances where you feel like, you know, your wishes just couldn't be fulfilled in that area or in that place or around these people, this could maybe be due to, maybe you just feel like the vibration of this place is just limiting. Maybe you feel like the thoughts or the conversations with certain people, you know, are not productive or helpful to, you know, your mental thought process. It's kind of saying here that again, you can fly and set yourself free here, and choose to fly to where you feel like, you know, is trying to lead you towards success, that feels, you know, ultimately that it's one, shining the light on the things that will help you move towards positive results, success, and persevere. You know, things that will help you to start a revolution within your own world, in your own mind, by shining the light on, you know, how you could have progress, how you feel your wishes, and also the things that, you know, make you feel happy and, you know, positive about, you know, being free, taking new heights, you know, things like that. You know, that's also something that you may be feeling like you're revolutionizing within your world, you know, just kind of freeing yourself from people, places, and circumstances that maybe looking at the glass as half empty as opposed to half full. Okay. Strength and resilience. Yeah, this takes a lot of strength and resilience, and for some of you guys as well, like this is just gonna start off as just a one, like like a personal thing. You may feel like, oh my gosh, like this might mean me just stepping out, standing alone with my strong, powerful intentions, because what if there's like a lot of places, people, and things that aren't in complete resonance with these new beliefs, these new intentions that I have. It's saying that, you know, your strength and resilience ultimately will bring together what's in alignment for you. Yeah, because look, those that are also wanting to revolutionize their life, they will hear the call. They will hear the call, okay, the inner call. This reminds me as well of the other post, the powerful post on the spiritual page of, you know, hearing the call to activate. from the divine. But yeah, it's kind of, they will hear the call, okay, or they will be gaining wisdom. Okay, their intuition will be leading them to some sort of wisdom as well, um, in regards to, you know, making the changes they need to make, also releasing the things that are no longer serving them, and also embracing new energies that will support them in regards to their growth, their abundance, and things like that. So it's kind of just saying that it's kind of a personal journey where every individual kind of has to hear the call, and you just kind of have to focus on escape is come home to yourself. Yeah, like you may feel like, okay, I might need to escape a situation for like, or to kind of prioritize my beliefs, my mental chatter, my abundance, like, so I can rewrite my story in a new positive note where there isn't, you know, a lot of these external things that are kind of protesting against these higher, more reinforcing beliefs. But then again, like if there's anything, because again, like there's so many, you realize once you're starting to manifest, there could be so many, with that self-reflection, can there be so many things that could come up subconsciously to the surface that may be like, okay, this might be a limiting factor, is what's holding you back from fully sinking into this new thing. And it might be, for some of you guys, it could be because of people, it could be because of loved ones here, it could be, you know, if I completely fly, you know, that could be, you know, will I then end up leaving people behind? For others of you guys, it could be, if I start this fire here, what if the fire goes out? Or if I start flying, what if my wings stop working? You know, it could be a multitude of different things, but you, once you're doing the process for yourself, you kind of be able to figure out what it could be for you. But even, you know, if you're making progress in these areas, these periods of self-reflection, will just always help with, you know, self-growth and, you know, getting to the next level, because we're always learning and doing better, getting better. So yeah, but the point is again, like, this journey, I guess, requires strength and resilience. So those that secretly I mean, that seriously have these desires to progress with their wishes and their dreams, okay, they will hear the call and, you know, heed the wisdom. This is listening to wisdom. Okay, listen to wisdom in order to also fly higher. Okay, so you have to persevere and you have to kind of move forward and trust that once you get to your goal, the door will open. Okay, you have to persevere. And for some of you guys, you may just start doing this just by you, and you may notice, well, okay, I'm attracting 1, 2, 3 other people, and then like multitudes of other people that are actually marching in the same direction with me. So I may have had a fear that I was going to have to do this by myself and leave people behind, but I'm actually realizing that as I'm stepping into this vibration, there's other people that are marching in this direction with me. There's other people that have chosen this vibration, and you know, that fear then kind of becomes invalidated because you're not alone, even if you felt like, okay, it may have looked like that to begin with. Okay, the same way with the fire, you know, you may feel like, okay, well, I've started this fire, you know, what if it goes out? And it's like, no, like, you can get candles, light those candles, you can start a campfire with it. It kind of reminds me of when I light my incense. um and like, yeah, like for instance, or if I light a candle, for instance, and I'm like, okay, you know, if this candle could go out, right? If let's say like the windows open or something like that, but to counteract that, if I have more candles that I can light, I'll just light more candles. Because that way it's like, okay, it's keeping things lit. And yeah, and if you have like a bigger candle or something where you can create a bigger flame, then you know you keep the fire going. Okay, so it's kind of saying there's always things that you can do to keep something going. You just have to, you know, again in the beginning, take time for self-love. So if that means that you just need to take time to ground and center yourself every day, so that you can make sure that you're just, back in that place where you know that, okay, I'm grounded, I'm centered in my beliefs. Again, I'm getting something about the solar practice here. If you look at where that thing is on his shirt, also I'm confident, I'm courageous to go after what I want. I'm thinking I'm on the right vibration. You see your vision in the day, and then you get grounded and centered, you get clear on it, and then you move towards it. It might just be, having those rituals in your day. It might just be the thing that will be that beneficial thing that can just keep you clear on your vision and in the right energy to feel like you can go and aim for the stars. Again, we've got sun and stars here as well. So I think this reading is going to be called like going after the stars here. Okay. Because for some of you guys, like, you can really go after the stars. Yeah, morning, what I'm telling you, look, morning, the world awaits you here. So again, it's like, from when you wake up in the morning, what's your perspective? How are you seeing things? What vibration are you sinking into? Some of you guys, it could be in the morning, do breathing exercises, in the morning going out into nature, or in the morning, focusing on, reaching for the stars, in the morning doing stretches, or whatever this is. But it's like, yeah, definitely, yes, some of you guys in the morning meditation for peace and serenity, just getting into a peaceful space. We've got learn from life. Some of you guys in the morning reading a bit of a book, or installing some knowledge, learning some new things. Okay, but it's just kind of like incorporating these processes, all of those things that I just said, creating those as rituals, as habits. Yeah. And any like mental beliefs or any things that you feel like are growing in your mental garden that are like, I guess making things, presenting more challenges than, presenting more doubts, fears, things like that. We've got dragons, you slay them all. So again, it's slaying all those mental beliefs here, cutting out all those things growing in your garden that are not the plants that you want growing in your garden, so that the true roses can grow and develop and flourish. Okay, and then learn from life. So again, it's, seeing value in all your life lessons, everything that you've been through, so that you can always, move forward and see, okay, I can learn from that. So maybe you guys are going to be getting a lot of information, or reading books, or, hearing things, or some of you guys as well, I'm even seeing something here about like, there may be someone here that may come in peace. This could be like, I'm seeing like a mentor, and this could be like a spiritual mentor. This could be a mindset mentor. This could be, for some of you guys, even like a meditation practitioner. I don't know, I'm getting this type of vibe. Or it could be like someone that is, this could even just be a peaceful person here, someone that you feel like you could be in communication with at some point here, where it's like you can learn. I don't know, it just looks like, whatever encounters that you have, okay, whether this is with general people that you encounter about your day, in your day-to-day life, whether it's people that you feel like have kind of found a sense of balance in a certain area of your life that you want to learn from, whether that be financial, peace, spirituality, personal development, or a specific niche area. Okay, it's like, yeah, you're going to be, the more that you're just taking this knowledge, but not just taking the knowledge, but you're moving forward from a place of installing that knowledge, taking action on that knowledge, fueling that with your action, you're going to see that something lovely will grow from this. Yeah. And you're going to feel better for it, because you're going to feel like you really deserved all of this, because you did this, you weaved it together based on everything that you did. Yeah, how's that for a happily ever after? You're gonna feel like you completely just transformed your situation, even if you feel like you started from the bottom here. Okay, it's like, turning dust into a castle, being the actual alchemist, being the real alchemist here. Okay, doesn't matter what your situation looks like currently, you can turn that into a whole beautiful thing. You can turn this into a castle. You can turn this into your vision. Affirmation for positive change. Yeah. Yeah. So again, it's saying, focus on the positive changes that need to be made, get clear on them, execute them, think positive thoughts, self-loving thoughts, self-empowering thoughts. If your vision gets hazy, again, do something beneficial for yourself so that you can clear that up for yourself, whether that's knowledge, books, meditation, rest. Do the things that support your positive change. Okay, do things that are in supporting of your positive change, because the more positive changes that you make, the more transformations that happen in your world and in these areas. Okay, so yeah, look, and then I'm just going to leave it on this card here. Lioness, you've earned all your stripes. So for some of you guys, you may feel like you're in this period already. Some of you guys, you're getting very close to this period. Some of you guys, this is going to be how you're going to be feeling. Okay, that you've earned all your stripes. And we've got fairy tales. So some of you guys, you're going to be feeling like, wow, like fairy tales do exist. Like, like this vision that I had, it exists. I know it exists because I'm living it. I'm living it. No one can tell me that this isn't possible. No one can tell me that this doesn't exist. No one can't tell me that what I'm experiencing, this bliss, is not real. Okay, I've earned this, and it feels that much more blissful that I've earned it. For some of you guys, it's even saying as well, even if you just have like little moments in your day that you just enjoy what you've earned. Let's say you've just, you've done something, you transform something in your world. It's kind of saying as well, like, spend time to just as well appreciate that, give gratitude to yourself and the supporting energies for what has come together, and that gratitude as well, and that pat on the back, that also helps, that also adds to this vibration, this energy, and you feeling like, yeah, you've earned this. And that's self-love. You've earned the ability to also work hard but also play hard. So yeah, this is beautiful. And also as well, to like take a vacation, take a holiday. You're gonna feel like you've earned this. This is for you. Like, you did this, you stabilized this, you were committed. This is beautiful. Some of you guys, like, the way that you would be able to transform your life, or the way that you've transformed your life, you could literally write a book. Okay, some of you guys, yeah, like, you might go from like reading books to writing your own books. But others of you guys, it might be like, reading about people living a certain lifestyle to you going into living a certain lifestyle. Some of you guys, it could go from talking about living in a certain lifestyle to living a certain lifestyle. Dreaming a certain lifestyle to living a certain lifestyle, all by your thoughts, beliefs, actions, perseverance, rituals. Lovely. So that is great, guys. Definitely keep up the good vibration. Okay, yeah, follow your dreams, speak your mind, escapists, come home to yourself. So yeah, speak your dreams into existence. Some of you guys, speak your dreams into existence, write them down, and then before you go after them. So right before you go after your dreams, you're about to go and do something, okay, before you take that big leap of faith, say to yourself out loud something reassuring or positive, or something successful, or write it down and then take action upon it. So for example, let's say you're about to run a race, okay, and you're trying to like, let's say you're a runner, okay, and you're trying to do very well in this race, you're trying to win this race, right? Then you're gonna have to you're gonna have to say things to yourself before the race. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna be successful. This is gonna go great. This is gonna be amazing. I'm ready. I'm ready. I can do this. I've got this. I've got this. Things like that. Okay. Or if it's something where, you have paper, okay, writing it down. Very powerful to write these things down. Very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. Okay. And then take action. But the action is the important part. That's the spark. That's that fire energy. You have to take action. Saying it and writing it down isn't enough. You have to say it, write it, and then take action. Whew, lovely. Guys, I'm excited. Okay, when you say it and write it down, you do that and then you release it and then go after it. You release it. That's also part of it as well. Okay. So you release it because you trust that, you've done what you needed to do. Now you can move forward. You trust it's just going to happen. Right? Whereas when you're holding on to it, there could be that fear or worry or doubt of like, I need to hold on to this because what if this doesn't happen? What if this doesn't actualize? But you just release it and you go after it, trusting that, yeah, you've done what you needed to do and you're going to continue doing what you need to do. So things will happen, things will work. So yeah, guys, this is lovely. Most definitely, most definitely. Okay. Sending you all lots of love. Definitely give this reading a like if it was helpful. And take care, my loves. Stay spiritually charged. Bye-bye.